Hello, it's Laura Davallo here with another interactive card tutorial for my favorite things. Today we're going to make a mini Slimline box card with a surprise element and the cute stamps from the Yuzu Pig Time fun set. When we pull on the skinny tab, we can make the boat rock back and forth. I started by cutting the pull tab and two of the linkages or bars from the Twist and Turn interactive Die-namics set out of heavyweight cardstock. After stacking these with liquid glue, I'm going to punch a new hole 1/2 inch from one of the existing ones. If you don't have a 1/16 of an inch or 2 mm hole punch, you can use some kind of piercing tool or even a thick needle. Next, we can use a scoreboard to fold the 3/4 of an inch wide pull tab in half lengthwise to make it really sturdy and skinny. After applying liquid adhesive, I'm gonna rub it first with my fingers and then with a bone folder to make sure that it stays put. Now we're going to punch a new hole 3 inches from the rounded corner. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna grab a couple of brads so that we can link these two elements together. And the second brad will link our pull tab to the back panel of the box card. Here's my 4 7/8 by 3 1/4 inch back panel, cut with the largest rectangular die from the mini Slimline outside the box Die-namics. I've already decorated it with some light ink blended clouds. We need to make sure that the waves cover our mechanism, so I'm making a hole 2.5 inches from the left edge and 3/8 of an inch from the lower edge. Don't take note of this measurement yet because I will slightly modify it later on. And before we continue, let me stamp a little arrow from the interactive label set on the pull tab. There we go. To save some time, I've already die cut and decorated the elements needed for the structure of the box card out of camera. And before we assemble it, let's cut a little 3/8 of an inch slit on the right side. This will keep the pull tab from sliding out of place, so make it 1/16 of an inch or a couple of millimeters wide. I used my scissors and had a hard time snipping off the piece, so you might be better off with a craft knife. You can of course choose whatever adhesive you prefer, but I find it easiest to use score tape for a fast and clean assembly. Liquid adhesive is perfect for adhering the panel to the box structure, but don't forget to press down with your fingers or bone folder. After playing around with the pull tab and partly assembled box, I decided to make a new hole in the panel, slightly higher up. So 9/16 of an inches from the lower edge and still 2.5 inches from the left edge. I figured it was easier than to make the slit deeper. We also need to adhere the wave layer which goes in front of the boat a smidge higher up. So I'm trimming the tabs a little bit so that I can do just that. And now I'm using that little piece to trim off the same amount on the other side. There we go. And while I'm adhering the tabs to the sides of the structure, let me just tell you that I used 3 colors of premium dye ink for the blending: Cornflower, Blue Yonder, and Summer Splash. I positioned the next layer of waves slightly lower and the third row even lower, barely visible above the front of the box card. By the way, the gorgeous patterned paper is from the Stars and Stripes paper pad, which is awesome for ocean-themed projects. Nothing says nautical like red, white, and blue stripes. All that's left to do is to add the critters. I forgot to mention that the boat and the tiny fishes are from the Ride or Dive stamp set. If you're interested in my Copic color combo, check out the description box below. I hope you give this tutorial a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and if you have any questions, just leave a comment and I'll get back to you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Cheers, hasta la próxima.